You are looking for careers for people who love to travel, right? You type this in Google or YouTube. You've come across this video of mine. I can definitely help you out with it. I'm going to keep it short, but first off, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Brando Linick, and welcome. When it comes to career, finding a proper career, where you can actually travel and do what you want, when you want, literally wherever you want, all right, and be able to maintain a stable, reliable income. The best lead I could give you here is actually what I experienced going back over the last 13 months. Going back 13 months ago, I was working in corporate America in a sweaty, gross restaurant, right? And I won't bore you with the story, but you'll probably be able to relate. And I was working 40 hours a week looking for a way I could get out of that, looking for a way I could get into something that was more lucrative, more flexible, where I could, travel and do what I want and still maintain and build an income without any worry or stress. And tried a lot of different things, tried a lot of second jobs, really required more of a full-time effort, and they weren't really flexible, all right? They weren't really able to get me to where I wanted to go, which would be able to travel and do these things. And it wasn't really until I started looking on the internet. And if you hear me out here for a minute, what happened was I was able to stumble across some information I'm going to share with you here. And what happened was this was information from a person. And this person was making a lot of money. And they're traveling literally 11 months out of the year. 11 months. Like, talk about a vacation. A whole year except for December because Christmas and stuff. And because they were doing this and living in like exotic locations for long periods of time, it was attractive to me. And what they were doing was actually working on the internet, all right? And they weren't doing anything technical. They weren't on the computer all day long. And what they were doing, if you hear me out here for a minute, was not a job, all right? They weren't working for another person. But the cool part is, the more work that they decided to put in whenever they wanted to work, the more money they would make, all right? So I started to model and copy what they're doing because that was just absolutely attractive to me, and was able to, in a period of 2.5 weeks, walk away from corporate America, that sweaty restaurant job, and actually create a full-time income myself, working very part-time. And it's not average or typical because, like I said, this is not a job, okay? But, putting in the work, learning a few things, haven't looked back since that point. And if you get anything out of this video, if you want to get involved in a career, if you're working a current job right now and you want to get out of that current job and you want to get into a career, a path where you can travel and build an income at the same time, maintain a stable, reliable income, the best thing that you could do, hands down, is learn how to leverage the internet. Anywhere there's internet access and learning the skills to build an income online, there's just so much leverage, all right, that a normal job or another career just wouldn't be able to fill that gap for you. Where else can you just operate out of your laptop? All right, that's true flexibility when you know what you're doing. And I want to emphasize that because if you don't know what you're doing, it could take you forever to figure things out, and you could spend money on things and programs and systems that may work, but you don't know how to work it. Which is why connecting with someone who's building an income on the internet, it's the best thing that you can do. And if you're following me here and you want to learn how to do this so that you can build an income online, if you're currently working a job and you want to get away from that and you want to build an income on the internet so that you can travel more, all right, so that you can move to another location, maybe live there for like 6 months and still be able to maintain a stable income. If this is something you're interested in, if you're coachable and trainable and you're willing to learn some things, connect with me on my site. Check it out. It's 123marketingtips.com. I will put a link down there in the description, and you'll see a video from myself, my partner, as well as testimonials from people who I've personally worked with. You don't want to skip any of it. We're going to cover in fine detail how you can do this to get the results that you want without doing anything technical, without being on the computer all day long. It's not a big learning curve. It's a short one. So if you can press play on some training videos, you can definitely make it work. And those testimonials, they're pretty cool. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how average people are doing this and traveling. Average people just like you, all right, from all different age groups, ranging from like 20 years old all the way up to like 70, 80 plus years old. And they're traveling, moving to like Thailand and all these crazy places for months on end. So it's pretty cool stuff, and you'll see that on the other side if you're interested, if you're coachable, trainable, willing to learn some things. I'll catch you there. If not, totally cool. Hope you got value out of this. And I'll see you regardless on the beaches of the world. Take care, my friend.